Hello kids, welcome to my channel Subhasar's classes. Today we are going to start a new series, Algebra Made Simple. In this section we shall cover all the algebra that is in 10th, 11th or 12th. So let us start with something which all of you are familiar with from the starting class 1. You have been through these sequences. The topic of discussion is today sequences. What are sequences? Sequences are numbers or arrangement of numbers in a particular manner, a particular fashion, so that every successive number, every successor is somehow linked in the same way to the predecessor. So if we have 10 terms in a sequence, the first and second, the second and third, the third and fourth, all should be connected with the same formula, the same way. So when you learned to count, you used natural numbers. The set of natural numbers starts with 1, then it progresses from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. So each second number is 1 added to the first number. If you add 1 to the previous number, you get the next number. In algebra, the previous number is known as predecessor and the next number is known as successor. So successor differing by a certain amount by addition gives us a sequence. So the first sequence, the primary sequence that we learned in this life during study of mathematics, was the set of natural numbers. It starts with 1, 2, 3, next 4, 5 and so on. It goes on and on. You can predict the next numbers, the successors like 6, 7, 8, etc. So how do you know? It is just by instance, by your memorizing, you just tell them. But is there a formula behind them? What is the name of the sequence? This sequence is known as the sequence n. Means if you put the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you get the first, second, third, fourth and fifth numbers. So if I change the sequence into n minus 1, what does the sequence become? The sequence starts with 1 minus 1, that means 0, 2 minus 1, 1, 3 minus 1, 2, 4 minus 1, 3 and 4 and so on. Now you can predict this is a sequence n minus 1. And what would be the sequence when I write n plus 1? This is a sequence in which the first term will be achieved by using n is equal to 1. So the first one will be 1 plus 1 or 2. The second one will be 2 plus 1, so 3. Next will be 3 plus 1, so 4, 5, 6 and so on. So now you can term any sequence with a generalized formula or general formula. So let us move to a new kind of sequence that differs like this. Say this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So what is the common difference? If you add 2 to each, you get this sequence. So this sequence will be 2n. Why do I think that it should be 2n? Because the first number is twice 1. The second is twice 2. 2 times 2, 2 times 3, 2 times 4, 2 times 5. So this is the sequence called 2n. What if I take 2n minus 1? See, all the terms will be 1 less than the terms in the previous sequence. So this first one will be 2 into 1 minus 1, so 1. The next will be 2 into 2 minus 1, so 3. Next 2 into 3 minus 1, so 5, 7, 9 and so on. What if we proceed towards something like 2n plus 3? Take the first number, n is equal to 1. So you get 2 into 1 plus 3, so 5. 2 into 2 plus 3, 7. 2 into 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9. 2 into 4 plus 3, 8 plus 3, 11. And now you can see each number is 2 ahead by increasing by 2. So you can also predict now directly. And what if I take another one like 4, 7, 10, 13? Since numbers differ by 3, this should be a sequence starting with 3n. And how did the first term come? The first term comes when you take n is equal to 1. So when you take n is equal to 1, you get 3 into 1. How much you get actually? You have already got 3. What to do to reach 4? You have to add 1. So the next just try to experiment. Is the second number 3 into 2 plus 1? 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7. Yes, it is. Is the third term 3 into 3 plus 1? 3 into 3 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. Yes, it is. So this should be like 3 into 2 plus 1 plus 1, 3 into 2 plus 1, 3 into 3 plus 1. So finally this is a sequence with 3n plus 1. So now we conclude that any sequence with a general difference, with a difference that is given by a certain natural number, will be a sequence. So we can find out different sequences, their general formula. So can it be reversed? Can we find the numbers using the formula? Let us start. Suppose I take 2n plus 3, the sequence 2n plus 3. How to get the first term? The first term, in some books it is also written as a1, will be 2 into 1 plus 3. 2 plus 3, so it is 5. What will be the second term? t2. It will be 2 into 2 plus 3, so 4 plus 3, which is 7. So you can quote down the first two terms 5 and 7, and the other numbers will be like t3 is 2 into 3, 6 plus 3, 9. So the number is 9. Now you can predict the other numbers. They will be 11, 13, 15, etc. So from any sequence it is very easy to find the terms. If you are asked to find t31, how much it will be? It must be 2 into 31 plus 3. So 62 plus 3, which is 65. So this is a way in which you can find any term of a sequence. Are all the sequences similar? Do all the sequences are formed? Are they formed just by adding? No. There are some sequences like this. Say 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. You can see how much we add here. Here we add by 3. Here we add by 5. And from 9 to 16, how much we add? We have to add 7. Here there is a addition of 9. The next will be addition of 11. So this will be 36. Next will be addition of 13. So it will be 49, and so on. So this is a sequence in which there is a very indirect way of thinking what the next term would be. But if we just use our brain, if we just use the intelligence, we can find that these are the squares. They are 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square. So at last it will be n square. So this is the sequence n square. Similarly, if we find n square plus 1, we shall take each term added by 1. So the first term will be 1 plus 1, 2. The second will be 4 plus 1, so 5. Next will be 9 plus 1, so 10. Next will be 16 plus 1, so 17. Next will be 26, 37, 50, etc. So in the general way you cannot find the sequence, the general formula for this sequence. So similarly, n square minus 1, this sequence will produce some numbers like numbers which are less than 1 from the series n square. This is n square. So if n square minus 1, then subtract 1 from each, or take 1 square minus 1 or 0, 2 square minus 1, 4 minus 1, so 3, next 3 square minus 1, 9 minus 1, so 8, next 4 square minus 1, so 16 minus 1, 15, and you can find out the remaining like 24, 35, 48, etc. So this is the way how to find a general formula for any sequence. So now let us learn a trick in which we can find the sequences which are arithmetic in nature. What is arithmetic in nature? Sequences are arithmetic or geometric when they are found by adding or multiplying. If you take numbers like 30, 40, 50, you can easily understand that 10 is added every time. So it is an arithmetic progression. When you take numbers like 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, you can see that 2 is being multiplied every time. So it will be a geometric progression. In the coming classes, we shall go in details for AP and GP, but in this class we are trying to find what a sequence is, how the sequence is created, how it progresses ahead, and what is the basic formula behind any sequence. So if you are given say 3, 8, 13, 18 and 23, you can reason the next term like it is adding 5 each time. So clearly if you try to find the sequence, what n it would be? It would be 5n, because every time you add 5. So what will we get? How to get to this number? We have for the first term, for 5n we have to take 5 into 1, and 5 into 1 is 5 already, but it is 3, 2 units less, so you subtract 2. The next one must be 5 into 2 minus 2. 5 into 2 is 10, 10 minus 2 is 8. You can now check if the next is 5 into 3 minus 2, the next is 5 into 4 minus 2. Are they? 5 into 3 minus 2 is 15 minus 2, so 13. 20 minus 2, 5 into 4 minus 2, 20 minus 2, it is 18. Next is 5 into 5 minus 2 or 25 minus 2, 23. So you can find they are true. The first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So this must be 5n minus 2. This is the way, this is the trick how we find the general formula behind a sequence. So with this, let us end this class, and let us dream of a future class where we start with arithmetic progression, and in the ensuing classes I have a plan to complete all the algebra courses all through the high school and senior secondary schools. So if you like this video, kindly view it, have a share, subscribe the channel, and try to come for the next class.